And we are live with another broadcast on the Roofing on the Rise Studios, where we bring you the innovations and everything crazy in the roofing marketplace. We are sponsored by Roofing Supply Incorporated here in the Houston market, where you can get your shingles from me. Telephone number 210 919 8987. Again, 210 919 8987. We're also sponsored by West Group Public Adjusters, where you get an awesome tailored claims experience. If you're looking to get in hold of West Group, just reach out. Again, 210 919 8987. Today, we have an amazing guest. We have got Tim Brown. Tim
Brown?
What's
No
going
way.
on?
That guy's not on a bunch of people's lives today. No, but I am. I'm all over my roof right now. This is my sleeping arrangement tonight in a dead valley next to a chimney, and
that works.
You know what roofers love? I've always found out they love these. They love a good chimney cricket.
Yeah.
What do you rate this chimney cricket? That's my question.
Chimney cricket rated 4.2.
Yeah, it's not great.
No,
but I know roofers love bad chimney crickets because I see them all over the groups.
Always.
And I'm just spending 24 hours on a roof. We're doing a YouTube video. It's going to be out on our YouTube in the next week or so. So go check it out once it's live. We're giving away a free pair of Cougar Paws.
Cougar Paws. That's pretty awesome. What spurred this? Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, so I got a new video guy, and he wants our content to be more entertaining. He says that roofing content is always, it's either informational or it's like, we've also got fights, but we've also got we've done a lot of like day in the life content, but he just wanted different kind of like more entertaining content. So that's what we're going to try to do. This is just the first one of kind of a series of trying to make more entertaining content where we actually like invest some time, maybe not money on this one, but maybe we will in the future. I mean, if I'm real with you, kind of Mr. Beast inspired. I'm a huge fan of Mr. Beast.
Okay.
And we're trying to do more like Mr. Beast type stuff. So we might spend a little bit of money trying to make a little bit more interesting videos.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been trying to make it onto a rooftop here in the last 6 months to shoot a podcast. So this is inspiring for me. I think that this is definitely a lot bigger than just giving away a pair of Cougar Paws and content. It's definitely inspiring me to want to like just set the date and go out there and do it. Obviously, like you guys didn't take like a full recording studio up there. You took a few things up there. You got your phone.
I will say, so homie does have a nice camera up here.
Oh man, nah. Okay,
all
right.
We are shooting legit stuff. He went down to grab some stuff. He was asking me if I needed anything. I haven't needed too much. I brought snacks and water.
Okay.
And
how are we handling bathroom breaks?
So
that's what I want to know.
That's a great question. That is one thing I should get up for. So I'm kind of in sleep mode. I was just testing my bed. So that's my bed.
And you guys that are live, that are watching, I have a completely different camera setup. So if I'm looking a little weird, it's because I'm trying to see what's going on the roof too here.
So I'm peeing off the side of right here. This is where I'm peeing. And I've done that like 2 or 3 times. And then I do have, so I lost a bet to Mike Goldenstein earlier.
Oh no!
We did a Matchbox car race off the side of the roof, which will be on the video. And this is my punishment is that I had to eat Taco Bell for lunch.
Oh, no.
So I ate Taco Bell. And now, so I'm looking at that thing's more than that thing's looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
This bucket just keeps staring me down, dude. And I don't know what to do about it, but so far, just gas.
Oh my god!
Like I keep on getting like that bubble, in the tummy, and then I'm like, "Is this gonna be the one?"
Oh no!
And it
was, no!
So far, just gas, which I'm really grateful for. And there's so many things to be grateful for. If there was any reason that I could contrive for why I'm doing 24 hours on a roof, it's to remind us all to be grateful for our roofs. You know, like on top of a roof, you start to understand it's so much better to be underneath the roof and have the warmth of a home, and all these hardworking contractors, all these hardworking laborers, all these hardworking business owners and salespeople that make up the roofing industry, that make it easy for people to get roofs. And for people, like, it's tough work, man. And I respect the hell out of it. And I just want, if anything, if there was a reason I could come up with, it would be just we should all be grateful for roofs.
That's different.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely a different way, different reason to just do something like that. You know, like I participated in like stands, like stand for 24 hours, get like a car or whatever. There was like a double wide one time, lived in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And so, they were like using this as like a raffle, right? Which was kind of crazy, spending 24 hours doing anything other than what you're normally doing is definitely different. Is going to be challenging. And so I applaud you definitely for taking the challenge. Like, it's definitely different. As soon as I seen it, I got whisperings last night that you were going to be up there. I think I seen something from Chuck Allen.
Yeah.
And I don't consume a whole lot, so was on the top of my feed. It was at the top of my algorithm there. I seen it real quick and I put it down, went to bed, and I've seen you all over Facebook today. I've only picked up my phone like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Each time I've picked it up, you've been at the top of my algorithm.
Sweet.
So that's really cool to see. And something else I kind of wanted to touch on, like you just went viral.
Oh yeah. So actually, you know what? So we've had about 5 videos now that have done like 1 million or more views, and we had one that did like 14 million. I will be real, like
that's a lot.
I think I felt this way before I did it, but I think it's solidified. I just don't think it's a very good I don't think it's a very good pursuit. I feel like going viral is and I mean this like not to go after anyone that like popularizes it. I really don't care. I'm not like it's more about this idea of like pursuing one little video that gets 1 million or 10 million views.
Yeah.
One little video, that's all you get. Like, and usually half the time when it goes viral, it's not something that actually like promotes your company, because you got to try so many things and it can't just be all a commercial, right? So you have to do all this different stuff. You got to do stunts, you got to do silly stuff. I'm not saying not to try. I'm still trying. I just think that like for me, what's more exciting is if for me, YouTube is more exciting, because YouTube, like we had a video go to 2,200 views. It doesn't sound as cool, right?
Right.
Like for me,
it's a
on
lot.
YouTube, that's a much bigger deal. Yeah. Much bigger deal for me.
It's hard to crack that algorithm on YouTube, dude. I mean, Ryan Stewman even posted about it like 5 o'clock this morning. Woke up to go for my run and hit the gym, and I seen his post about how he's cracking the algorithm on YouTube, and how you can follow him or what have you. And I don't believe that it's necessarily the person that's doing it. I think the content has to be relevant, and it's got to be so quick and catchy. It's insane. And so like you're saying, it's really, really difficult to like refine that into like a business ad to go viral, right? Opposed to like say something silly or.
So I'll give you what I really focus on. Like for me personally, I want us to get like, I think it's like 80 or 100,000 views a week. I've got a video guy. So if I'm spending money on this, I want us to get 80 or 100. And yes, so that includes short form content.
Yeah.
And yes, that's way easier if you get one that just like hits.
Right.
But that's just a shorthand way to say I want to get more views. And I do in my head count the ones that one are like useful as more important. And I count the ones that are like ones that, because memes are easier. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think all the things that I've done, except for like one that went over like 250,000, were kind of memey or like kind of rehashed other people's content. So I'm not that guy that's mastered that. But I will say, like, to me, views are part of it. I just count YouTube views and I count more like informational type stuff as better. And I'm trying to just make better content, man. I don't feel like I'm like mastered any of this.
Right. So what do you think your viewability is? Like when you look at your YouTube or you look at your Facebook, thumbnails is something that I'm really paying attention to now. I'm trying to really get on top of, especially on YouTube. Everything's different from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. All of them are in a different format, which is great. But with that being said, I know when I look at my YouTube, I can see like the old videos, the shorts, right?
Mhm.
And the ones that don't have thumbnails, opposed to the ones that do, look very different.
Yeah.
How do you think your viewability is? Say, I know you have some viral videos, and they're not necessarily relevant to the business, but I mean they're
They're mostly relevant. They're like in niche. Like I'm trying to. Most of the ones, except for that one that went to 14 million, a lot of the ones that went to 1 million were like kind of like either memes
million.
or like a lightly different spin on an existing. What was that?
I was saying, holy crap, 14 million. God,
yeah,
dang,
but
bro.
A lot of these million, but literally nothing for the business. That's why I get so confused on. Even though I had the logo on there, even though I had the I had the value proposition on there. Basically, Marquise, I will.
Wait, so you didn't turn any business off those at all?
No. But this is what I would like. Honestly, what I turn business off of. So brand awareness is different from lead gen, right?
Of course.
Brand awareness. We need to get more visibility. I need to get more people to see this logo as much as possible and have a positive association with it. So for me, like even more than views, I will say I have a views goal every single week. I've got a views goal. And if we hit it, we're happy. And if we're not, we're not. But like more than that, obviously, our main goal is business generated, right? And so I look a lot more at attribution for business generated. And I continue to tend those lines in the water way more than I think about, you know what I mean? Like I think about video, but I think about it's really referral partners and existing customers that are allowed both on the internet, but hey, dude, some of the best business comes from word of mouth referrals.
Yeah.
Right. So we look at that. We think about that. Who's sharing us with their friends? Who's talking about us? Yes, sometimes that intersects with video. And sometimes they have a more positive association with us, not just because I think we're one of the best marketing agencies and we have 100+ 5-star reviews and all that. Like, it's not that. It's not just that. It's because we make them laugh and we represent a good movement in roofing, a good positive movement, which is about like having more retention of employees, which is having like humor in this trade, which is having lively like ride-alongs with people. So the content helps a positive association with the company in a way, maybe not as much as delivering on a service, which we have to do, which we all have to do, but it really does make people more likely to refer. And that's what I love about content. It really ingrains you in people's mind and possibly in a positive way. And I would focus on, this is what I'm saying. I think we should focus way more on that.
Yeah.
Positively ingraining ourselves in people's minds than going viral.
Yeah. I mean, so for me, when someone asks about going viral, I can't necessarily like instruct them. I haven't been viral, I haven't gone viral,
Mm.
but I know
You
that
will. You will
I
if you
have
keep trying.
right. I know, and thank you for that, Tim. I mean, I I am refining how I do things. I'm coming up with different ideas and things like that. So it's definitely a challenge. Making this content is not an easy thing. What people were responding to 6 months ago, they're not responding to very well right now, and I'm finding that in my content right now. So I'm changing things, meeting with the editors and making sure we change things up because it's a big deal. Uh, Bringing that brand awareness, like you were saying, having that brand associated with you and what you do is extremely important. Having people, as many people see that as possible, and that's what I've been focusing on more in the last 6 to 12 months. We lost him for just a second, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to keep on going on. So I've been focusing more heavily on changing the content, delivering something a little bit differently, making sure that the color is great. And because when I do content, when you do content, you have to also always, come up with new and inventive stuff. You guys, give me just a second here. A moment of technical difficulty. So we're gonna drop this banner. I think we're having some internet issues, maybe. Sorry, guys. It may be me. This internet may be me. Um, I am trying to drop this, but it will not work with me. So this is old Tim here. Boom. Boom.
Sorry about that. I
It's
was
happened a million times.
trying to move closer to my router in the house. So I was like trying to like lay down on the roof.
I'm dead, bro.
Yeah. Anyway,
But it's about the journey,
so that
bro.
was probably it. Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you. I've had about probably 7 streams where I've fallen off, and my guest has kept it up, kept the entire stream going for like 5 6 minutes.
Interesting.
It was great.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely
Okay, great.
different. But anyhow, so I was saying that here recently it's been a shift to change content and bring more valuable content to our viewers. Things that people were watching 6 to 12 months ago and interacting with, they're not necessarily doing that now. Everything changes as you go. And so being able to adapt with it and flow and provide a different view to the world is what people
Mhm.
are looking for, and that's what I see that you're doing right now. Very, very inspiring, Tim.
Hey, thank you very much, man. And as far as like value, I want to throw one thing out there. I think humor and entertainment is value. Like I remember other marketing guru type, I'm not a guru, but you know what I'm saying, marketing guru
Yeah,
type people that like have talked about this in the past and have said like you should be making sure every single thing you do is valuable. Like on the, your content is
yeah,
valuable. And I agree. And I believe humor and entertainment, if we can find a way to do that in our content, is valuable. And you were talking about what hits in the algorithm these days. And yes, thumbnails. So, my guru on all that, I think Dimitri has done an incredible job at getting views on YouTube. And I
yeah,
constantly ask him what works. And it's probably very similar to what Mr. Beast would say. If you ever watch Mr. Beast's videos on content creation, it's the content has to get better and better. I think that's a hopeful and positive way to look at it. Even if you have had a bunch of videos that got more than 100 views and then boom, one gets 50 or one, whatever. Like
Yeah.
if something like that happens, all it is like, dude, I'm just on my grind. I'm gonna create something better this next week, this next month.
Yeah.
Not everything can be a banger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And when you do have, so one, the content has to be really good. Two, yes, on YouTube and in a lot of places, like we need a good thumbnail to catch people's attention.
Yeah.
Ideal is both, right? If you have an amazing YouTube, I always talk about the what is it, digital roof innovations or something like that on YouTube, where it's like got like the like booty shorts girl going up a ladder, and then you watch it and you're like, you're scrubbing. No, not you, but me.
No,
I was like,
I know.
I'm scrubbing back and forth trying to find where that moment is, and there's just no booty.
It's not there, bro. It's not there.
And you just think to yourself, you know what? I just wasted 4.5 minutes scrubbing this video looking for booty shorts, and I don't have a positive association with that guy anymore from that company. So you want to fulfill on what you show in the thumbnail, and that's like,
so
that's
if you show booty shorts, you gotta
show
have
the booty shorts, right? Like I'm not. This isn't a moral judgment. It's just to like, please. And then, as far as like other little stuff, like I just think about the quick beginning, dude. Like on Reels, like what we've seen, a lot of those million or more ones was from, it was a roofing thing, and I might have done something overlaying it or done a reaction to it or something like that. But that first, when you're on Facebook and you're scrolling and you see a reel and it's like an alligator's like getting punched in the face or something, and then you like you have to know what happens. You know what I mean? You got to know what happens, because it's just looping the first like 2 seconds or 3 seconds of it. And so like I think that if you have a compelling first 3 seconds, whatever that is, I think that that's what's big. And I think if we're trying to do marketing without short form videos right now, without those reels, I think we're effed, because I think 120%. That's all Facebook and Instagram and TikTok want to push. And it might be something different in a year, but right now, if you're not hitting those hard and learning it, like literally it took me, I was like, it was like 6-7 months where I was like trying to go viral every day, like every single day. And then when I finally did it in the last 3 months, I did 5 videos with more than 1 million. Right. So now I'm not worried. Like now I'm not like concerned about it. I also like, how some people, they're like, they say your money won't buy you happiness.
Yeah.
Or like, and I went on the yacht and I was like, I want to see if I can be sad on a yacht. I did a yacht trip with Tony Flatham. I was just seeing if I could be sad on a yacht. I feel like it's the same way with like viral videos. I was like, I don't believe that viral videos are the main marketing strategy that we should all be focused on, but I got to try it just to make sure, you know what I mean? Like I gotta see it. And I will say, and now that I did it, I said, it's not really the main marketing strategy. You got to do them, but it's not the main thing you should be focused on. It's just, we got to get better and better at them. Yeah. It's one of the pieces, and it's
of the entire chessboard. Like you literally have to have every little piece lined up. You have to have a strategy. Man, I've learned a lot from you, Tim. I've learned a lot from Dimitri. I mean, hell, I've modified I'm gonna be honest with you. You took a couple of videos, and in the background of your video was your whiteboard. And I slowed that down, and I watched that video about 35,000 times so that I could get exactly what was on your whiteboard at that time of the strategy. And I worked that strategy, and it worked for about 6 months, but I had to constantly change it. Right.
Yeah.
And so
that's the deal. That's anything with marketing. Anything with marketing, you learn the game. Like 5 years ago, I learned exactly what Gary Vee was doing, right? Like I looked at it closely. He had the square video with the timer on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then like 5-10 seconds in, it would be his logo. Bing. And like I did it exactly like that. And then at a certain point, right, it just starts to trail off.
Yep.
That thing didn't work anymore. And you just got to study the greats again. A lot of people studied Hormozy 1 or 2 years ago in the way he was doing video.
I think it really has to do with market trends. So, and this is something I'm playing with right now. Understanding what your consumer is watching themselves. So I've started to ask people that I associate with, people that watch or follow my content constantly. I've been asking them those questions, but that it's something that you have to go out and look also, right? Like what's given to you in your algorithm to view, and what's within those first couple of things, right? What's popular? What's popping? What are the businesses doing? What are businesses doing like you? Because like right now, the same videos that I've been doing, like I haven't released a video, like a really good video, in a little while, probably about a week, 2 weeks before I've even released something very, very good that I would say, hey, I think this is going to go and do well because we're changing our strategy. Like you were saying, you identified what Gary Vee was doing down to the logo pop up after 3 seconds. Ping, got it. And that changed. And so the same thing with me, outros, intros, everything. They got to see something different. And I'm even thinking to change my backdrop very soon. Because people got to see something different.
That's why I've always people talk about brand standards. You get your brand standards tight and you make every video look like that. There's a certain amount of novelty factor missing.
Yeah.
You've got to keep novelty up there. That's a tough part. It's a tough part of outsourcing video production. You know, it's tough. And that's why obviously, if you care about your views, sometimes it's nice to be able to be able to do a little bit of it in case you want to create something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you have that as a business part of your business?
Absolutely.
I'm not saying people can't outsource that, but I'm saying it is harder to because you want to keep that novelty high.
Yeah.
And you care more about your marketing than anybody else ever will.
Right.
So.
Yep. I'm a big promoter of that for sure. Man, I know you got a bunch of people coming along. I want to thank you for allowing me to interview you on the roof, on your home. We've had a different experience today. We've talked about marketing, we've talked about video, and we've talked about changing your content and how to do that. This is an awesome episode. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I think that was probably my end. But you guys, if you did not get to catch the entire episode, go back, click it. It'll be viewable on Spotify, and we'll have some shorts and clips coming soon. Tim, do you have any takeaways that you'd like to give our viewers here before you go?
Yeah, care more about relationships than virality. I'll tell you what, that word of mouth kicks. And to get that right is very hard. But if you get word of mouth right, your other marketing will be better.
Hits differently. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we are sponsored by Roofing Supply Incorporated, where you can get your shingles from me. Telephone number is 210-919-8987. We are also sponsored by West Group Public Adjusters here in the Houston marketplace, where you can get an awesome hand-tailored claims experience. If you're still looking for a PA, give me a holler. I'll reach out to you. Telephone number 210-919-8987. You guys stay tuned. We've got some new sponsorships that we are going to be announcing here in the next 3 weeks. Again, Tim, thank you so much for coming live with us on the roof for 24 hours.